I grew up believing my town was safe. Not perfect, not fancy, but the kind of place where people walked dogs at sunset, old couples strolled hand in hand, and kids played outside without fear. The park near my street was the center of everything. Birthdays, barbecues, late-night hangouts, it was where everyone went. I've walked that place hundreds of times, day and night. But now, even when I drive past it, I get chills running down my spine because of what happened last year, the night that changed everything. It started on a cool September evening. I had just finished working late and my head felt heavy from staring at screens all day. I needed air, silence, and a break from people. The park was the perfect place for that. I didn't even think twice. I just grabbed my headphones, put on a hoodie, and walked toward the trail entrance. The air smelled like rain, and the sky was that strange purple color that only appears right after sunset. At first, everything felt normal. A couple jogged past me, a kid rode his bike near the basketball court, a dog barked somewhere in the distance. I walked down the main path, the leaves crunching softly under my shoes. I wasn't thinking about anything, just enjoying the quiet. Until I noticed something unusual. On the far end of the field stood a figure. A man, completely still, facing the tree line. At first I thought he was on his phone, or maybe looking for his dog, but something felt strange. His posture was too rigid, his arms hung too perfectly at his sides, and the way he stood there.
I kept walking, trying to convince myself I was overthinking. The deeper I went into the park, the darker it got. The lampposts were spaced far apart, so every few steps I would dip back into darkness before entering a pool of dim yellow light again. It felt like stepping between two worlds. By the time I reached the playground, I had already decided I would walk one more loop around the trail and then go home. That's when I heard it. A soft, rustling sound behind me, like someone stepping on dried leaves. I froze. The sound stopped. I turned around again. That's when I saw him. The same man from the field, standing halfway down the path, much closer this time. Still frozen, still facing directly toward me. But now I could see the details, or the lack of them. His hoodie was pulled low, shadowing his face completely. His hands looked pale in the dim light, and even though he wasn't moving, he felt wrong, like he was too still, too intent, like he wasn't watching me, but studying me. My heart began pounding in my chest. I tried to act normal and kept walking, but every instinct in my body screamed at me to run.
When I reached the fork in the path, one side leading toward the street, the other deeper into the woods, I made a split-second choice and darted down the wooded trail. It was nearly pitch black, but I knew that path well. I ran as fast as I could, branches whipping against my arms, mud splashing under my shoes. Behind me, the footsteps exploded into a full sprint. He was chasing me. The trees blurred past, my lungs burned, my legs shook.
Then suddenly, silence. No footsteps, no breathing, nothing. I slowed down, gasping for air. Maybe he fell. Maybe he gave up. Maybe he wasn't running after me at all. But when I turned around, I saw something that nearly stopped my heart. He was standing only a few feet behind me, perfectly still, like he hadn't just sprinted through the woods at full speed, like he had just appeared there. His face was still hidden under the hood, but I could hear him breathing now, slow, heavy, raspy breaths. I stepped backward slowly, my entire body trembling. And that's when he tilted his head, slowly, unnaturally, the same way a predator sizes up prey. I turned and ran again. Branches cracked behind me. Leaves exploded under footsteps. He was right there. Every second I expected a hand to grab me, pull me down, end everything. Then I saw it. Light. The trail opened onto the parking lot in front of the community center. 3 cars, 1 streetlight. A chance.
But it should have ended there. It didn't. Later that night, around 2 a.m., I heard something outside my bedroom window. A soft tapping. Slow, rhythmic. I tried to convince myself it was a branch in the wind, until I realized there was no wind. My whole room felt still. The tapping continued. I pulled back the curtain just enough to peek, and I saw him again. Standing in my yard, hood up, face hidden, staring directly at my window. My breath caught in my throat. I stumbled back, knocking over a glass of water. When I looked again, he was gone. I barely slept that night. The next morning, I found footprints, not mine, fresh ones, leading from the street to my window. Deep, deliberate steps, like the person stood there for a long time. I reported it to the police, but what could I say? There's a man in a hoodie who teleports and breathes like a broken machine? They checked the yard, asked a few questions, and left. But the worst happened a week later. I was driving past the park, daylight, people everywhere, safe. But as I slowed near the entrance, something made me look toward the tree line. He was there, standing among the trees, hood up, still as a statue, watching my car pass.
No one else noticed him. No one else reacted. It was like he existed only for me. I don't walk in that park anymore. I don't go near it. I've moved houses, I've changed routines. But sometimes, late at night, when I'm lying in bed and the wind is still, I swear I hear slow footsteps outside the window. Soft, deliberate, searching. And I know, deep in my bones, that the man beyond the tree line hasn't stopped watching me. He's just waiting for the right night to come back.